morning, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. Today is Saturday, it's the weekend, yay! And I'm going to do a what I eat in a day video. So I'm starting the day just with a caramel coffee. So I've measured out half a healthy ale ounce of skim milk, which is 175 mils, and that's in the measuring jug, or what I haven't used is in the measuring jug. And then I found these yesterday, which are kind of sachets of Kenko flavoured coffee. So I bought the hazelnut one and the caramel one. I found them in Sainsbury's. So this morning I'm giving the caramel one a go. So we'll see how that goes. I am excited to try it. I do love a flavoured coffee, but some of them have got a bit of a funny aftertaste, so I'm really hoping this one's good. And then I have just got the oven on, and I'm just going to do my brekkie, and I will show you that in a second. So for breakfast today, I'm just going to do super simple baked oats. I'm just going to take 40 grams of oats, which is my healthy B, 2 eggs, half a vanilla Muller Lite, a generous sprinkle of cinnamon, and a drizzle of pumpkin spice skinny syrup just to sweeten it. If you haven't got a skinny syrup, then just use some sweetener. So I'm just going to pop all that in a bowl, give it a stir, and then I'm going to put it into a fry light sprayed muffin tray in the oven for about half an hour, and I will show you what it looks like once it's cooked. So I do apologise, I know it's October, but I've decided to add a teaspoon of mincemeat to each of my 4 baked oats. So that'll be 2 sins for the mincemeat for all of them. So this is my breakfast. I made 4 little oaty muffin baked oat things, and I'm going to have 2 of them later on when I get in. For all 4, it'll be 2.5 sins. So that's 2 sins for 4 teaspoons of mincemeat that I put on the top, and half a sin for half a vanilla Muller Lite. You could obviously make this with quark rather than yoghurt, and that would save you half a sin. And you could obviously not use the mincemeat, and then you wouldn't have any sins at all. So I'm just having 2 of these now with a glass of sugar-free apple and blackcurrant. I'm having another Kenko coffee. This time I'm trying the hazelnut one. The caramel one was fine. It didn't taste of an awful lot, but it was nice. And I've got a satsuma for my speed. So this is my brekkie. I'm going to go out for the morning, and then I'll come back on a bit later when I'm having something else to eat. Hi, so it's 10 to 1 and I'm just in from town. I've decided that I want a jacket potato for lunch, so I'm going to do a sweet potato in the microwave. So I've just washed this one, I've put some pricks in it, cut off any bits that look a bit dodgy, and I'm just going to chuck it in the microwave, probably for 8 minutes, then I'll turn it over and do it until it's soft. And then I will show you what I'm going to have with it in a sec. So this is today's lunch. What I've done is I've got the sweet potato that I showed you earlier. I've topped it with 20 grams of reduced fat cheese, which is half my healthy A. And then I don't know if you remember, but I did a few days ago some minced beef in the slow cooker. So I just did 5% beef, some rich beef stock, some onion, celery and carrot that I got ready chopped, and a little bit of chopped tomatoes, and I did it overnight in the slow cooker. And then that mince has done loads of meals since. So what I've done today is I've mixed in some baked beans, some JD seasoning chip and wedge spice, and which is really paprika-y and lovely, and I've added in some hot chili powder as well, and I've given that all a stir, and then I've just heated that up over the jacket potato and the cheese. So I've got like I guess a chili kind of beef and bean mix, and it smells absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is today's lunch. I've just added some baby plum tomatoes for some speed, and I've just got a sugar-free apple and blackcurrant. So yeah, this is lunch, and I'll show you a bit later what I have for my afternoon snack. So it's coming up for 2 o'clock, and I'm just having a little snack. So I've got a hi-fi, which is the carrot cake one. I got this at Group, and it's 3 sins. I'm having half a tub of strawberry quark from Tesco's, which is half a sin. I'm having a satsuma for speed. This is actually the one that I didn't end up eating at breakfast. And then in here, I've just got a tea pig tea, which is rhubarb and ginger flavour. I got this in Waitrose this morning. They were on offer. I also got some sweet ginger ones as well, so I'm looking forward to trying them. I've had this rhubarb and ginger one before, and I really, really like it. So yeah, just 3.5 sins here, 3 for the hi-fi and half a sin for the strawberry quark. So it's 6:30 and I've decided for dinner just to do a stir fry and some salmon. So the salmon I'm just going to roast on some foil with a little bit of lemon juice, and then some of this, which is lemon pepper seasoning. This one's from America, but you can get something very similar obviously in the supermarket here. And then in my stir fry, which is this one from Tesco, which has just got peppers and cabbage and all kinds of stuff in it, bean sprouts and stuff. I'm just going to stir fry that with some fry light. I've got some sriracha here, which is nearly finished, which is 1 sin for a tablespoon. And lovely Sarah SW reminded me about this on one of her videos, and I absolutely love this, as you can see, as there's barely any left. So I'm going to pop a tablespoon of that in with my veggies. I'm going to do them in fry light. I'm going to add some garlic, and then I'm going to add some of this, which is again from America. I just get it from a website that brings stuff over, I guess. But again, you can use any kind of seasoning or just use chili flakes or whatever. So I'm going to use that, and then when all of this is cooked, I'm going to add a little bit of sweet chilli sauce to it. This one is by Blenderbros. It's from Sainsbury's and it's sugar-free, and that is 1/2 sin for a tablespoon. So assuming that I just have a tablespoon of sriracha in my stir fry and then a tablespoon of the sweet chilli sauce on the side, it will obviously be 1.5 sins for this, but I will show you everything once it's on the plate in a sec. So here's the salmon. I've just put some lemon juice over the top of it and sprinkled it with some of the lemon pepper seasoning. I'm just going to chuck it in the oven for about 25 minutes. So this is dinner. Apologies for all the steam coming off it, but we've just got my super spicy stir fry veggies. I chucked a few mushrooms in there as well. And then I've just got my salmon steak over the top just with some lemon pepper seasoning and a bit of lemon juice. I just roasted that in the oven. And I'm just going to, in a second, add a tablespoon of Blenderbros sweet chilli sauce, which is 1/2 sin for a tablespoon. I got that from Sainsbury's. So this is my dinner this evening. I am very excited to eat it. I debated putting some Amoy straight to wok noodles in there, you know, the thick udon ones. But I thought I had quite a big lunch with that lovely sweet potato. So, and I want to be able to have a bit of space to eat something else with my telly later on. So yeah, I've decided against having any noodles or rice or anything, but I will eat this and I will show you a bit later what I'm having for my supper. So it's 8:30 and this is what I'm having for my supper. I've got the 2 leftover mincemeat cinnamon baked oats from breakfast, which I told you about. I only ate 2 of them this morning and the recipe had made 4, so I've just heated those up in the microwave. And then I've got them with the other half of the Muller Light that I didn't put in the recipe. So that's 1/2 sin. And then I've got chopped apple for speed, and I've put some cinnamon over the top. And then I've got a sweet ginger tea pig tea. So yeah, this is my supper. So I'm finishing today on 8 sins. I have absolutely loved everything I've eaten today. It's been my favourite on-plan meal for absolutely weeks, if not months. I'd totally forgotten how much I love baked oats. I loved the sweet potato that I had at lunchtime and it was just so easy. And I loved my salmon and stir fry for tea. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I'm finishing the day on 8 sins. So yeah, this is the end of the day. I hope you've enjoyed this What I Ate in a Day video. If you have, do give it a thumbs up. As always, do check the Sin Apple calculator for anything that I've mentioned. But I really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time in my next video. Take care. Bye.